Hey guys, so sorry I've been gone for so long. I feel like this first trimester has been a really hard one overall. I was in the hospital for just like overnight, but it was like really scary, of course, not knowing what is going on, still not knowing what's going on. So I'll touch on that in a little bit. So I'm actually not done technically with my first trimester yet. I'm 13 weeks and 2 days today, so I just started my 13 weeks. But by the time I probably edit this video, I'll be 14 weeks. So I thought I'd do it now so that it was just done and I didn't have to worry about it. I know I haven't posted at all. I haven't posted like weekly updates or like 8-week mark, anything like that. Because everything was going on, I didn't really want to stress myself out even more with that and work and just everything. So this is just all of it lumped into one, and hopefully we'll get to the weekly ones this trimester. Hopefully I can. I'm not promising everything. It might be every other week, but hopefully we can get every week. So let's just jump right into what my symptoms were through the first trimester. They were like not a lot. It was just that the ones that were there were very consistent and they didn't let up at all. So sorry if I'm looking down, but my computer's right here and it says everything. So the first one, which is like the worst one that I've had, was vomiting. I could not stop. It was every single morning that I had work or I had to wake up early, I got sick. So I would basically go to work and 20 minutes later I'd have to get sick. So it's okay because I work with my dad, so it wasn't like he didn't know what was going on. So he would just give me water and we would call it a day and we'd just go back to work. I've also been going to the bathroom a lot. Obviously, like, pregnant ladies go to the bathroom a lot. It's just frustrating when you're a secretary and you're like, oh, like, I really need to go to the bathroom, but someone just walked in. I'm always thirsty. I always have to have a bottle of water. I've been really tired, but then again have so much energy. When I try to go to bed, I wake up, obviously, to go to the bathroom a lot. And when I do wake up, my body thinks it's time to wake up, so it'll be like 1 o'clock and I had just fallen asleep a couple hours ago and it wants me to wake up then, so I kind of have to force myself to go back to sleep, which it's nice and not at the same time. I've been getting headaches, not a lot, and they're usually really, really subtle, so I don't take Tylenol or anything for them. I just kind of deal with it and ride it through so that I'm not putting like anything else in my body that I don't need right now. My skin and hair are really dry, so my skin gets really itchy because it's so dry. I usually keep my hair up because it just looks so dull. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just past its life expectancy too. So after the baby's born, it just needs to be done. For the baby and myself, they've done 2 rounds of blood tests. The first one was after my first OB appointment, and then the second one was after my second OB appointment because you have to do them like that. Don't know if this is for everybody, but you have to do them on those days or else they'll invalidate the test and then you can't have it done. So, those tests were just to check for Down syndrome, and one other thing, I can't think of it and I just don't remember what it is. Also where they measure in between it's like a spine gap. So they just measure this little like gap. It's like right on the back of their neck. That also goes in with the blood test to make sure that the chances for Down syndrome are low or high. So, I haven't gotten the test results back for that. They said that they look fine. So, when I did go to the hospital, the reason I had to go to the hospital, I went to urgent care, which is like a small doctor's office, but it's in between a hospital and a doctor's office. I had stroke symptoms, so I didn't know at the time that there were stroke symptoms, so I just went because it was just weird and it wasn't adding up. They sent me to the hospital, and the hospital decided that they were going to keep me overnight because they didn't want anything else happening. I still have not even got all those tests done that I need to get done because they don't want to do some of them because I'm not far enough along in pregnancy. So I do have to wait another 2 weeks to even get my MRI done to see what really is going on. They did find out that my B12 was very, very low, so now I have to go get shots for 1 a week for 4 weeks so that they can see like what's going on with my B12 to see if I'm just not getting enough, which wouldn't really make sense because I eat a lot of eggs and chicken. I don't eat fish, but I eat the other two main sources of it. So it just doesn't really make much sense. They think that it might not be processing through my body correctly. So we're gonna see what all is happening. So at the hospital, they did do another blood test, but it wasn't anything to do with like the baby. It was just to do with me. They had to see B12, they had to test me for lupus. There's literally a whole like sheet, and I just can't even remember everything that they did. A lot of like my tests came back that they were normal, or I was in the right percentile to be okay. The only one that really scared the neurologist was my B12, so that's why we are going with a shot. On other more positive notes, we haven't really thought of any names yet. Me and Damian do not agree on any names whatsoever. It's kind of funny, honestly, because like I'll be like, oh, you like this name, and he just, it's like a no, and same thing for me. But I'm sure once we find out if it's girl or boy, we will. To let you know how many sonograms I have had, I've had 2 sonograms so far. The first one I had to make sure, because I couldn't find the baby's heartbeat with the little fetal monitor, I think it's called. So they just did a sonogram to kind of reassure the doctors and me and Damian that everything was okay. We just got our second sonogram done yesterday. And they did a sonogram and also a 3D sonogram for me, so that was pretty cool. And I don't have to pay like extra for that, so that's what's nice about my OB's office. At every single doctor's appointment so far, they have had me do a urine sample. So make sure you like hold your pee before you go into your doctor's appointment, because you never know if you're gonna have to give a urine sample. I think they do it at every one at mine, but I don't know if it's different at other offices. I did find out that my blood type is A negative, so I don't know if they're going to have me get the shot because it is my first pregnancy, but we will see the next time we go, which is in 6 weeks this time, just because of the scheduling. For cravings, I haven't really had like specific cravings. It's been like just everything. Like if I see it and I want it, I eat it. Some like really strong ones are pickles at McDonald's, French fries, yogurt with like mini M&Ms in them, and butter on literally everything, and water. But yeah, that's about it. So sorry I've been gone for so long. Now you know kind of why. Me and Damian are trying to kind of get the saddle back on things. We have moved into where we are living now, which I'll go into depth on like what that is, everything like that in a different video. I also am going to start like a mommy like lifestyle vlog, just to kind of try to like do some more things besides work all the time. So that should be up soon, but I'll let you know how that's going, because I don't know how long it's going to be until it goes up. So when it does go up, it will be in the description of every single one of my videos. So until the vlog goes up, I'll see you guys next time.